A warm welcome to everyone. So in our last video, we discussed the filter method in JavaScript. So now moving forward to another method of JavaScript, which is a map. It is also a built-in array method, which is introduced in ES6. Let's jump to the code. I have already prepared some questions so that it will not waste our time much. So let's jump to the question one by one. So our first question is doubling each number in an array. So you can see we are having an array of numbers, okay, array of items basically, which contains 1 to 5. So now our question is our requirement basically we need to double the number and return a new array. Okay, so now we will do the console log and console log we will do the numbers dot map. This time what we are doing instead of filter we are using the map function, so we will do map. It will iterate each item and double that value. So I'm using an e whatever the callback function you want to give and you can give it. Okay, so here we are using the arrow function. So arrow function, now what we are doing in that e, what we need to do, we need to double the number. So to double the number, we will multiply each number by 2 and just save. So now let's run this code. After running, you can see what we are getting. We just double each number by 2 and it is the result what we are getting 2, 4, 6, 8. So in this way, if we want, we can just thrice or 4 times or whatever. So now if I've changed to 3. So now if we run this code, we will get the number multiplied by 3. Okay, guys. I hope it is very easy. So now move it to the next question. So in this question, we need to make the uppercase of each string. Basically, we are having an array of items with the fruits in it, fruit name in it. So now our requirement is to make it uppercase. Uppercase means to make each word in the alphabetic capital letter. So, so yeah, let's go for it. Word dot map same dot now you use word whatever you want you can use word now word dot to uppercase. So to uppercase is an inbuilt function in JavaScript which helps to convert the letter in the alphabetical order, in the capital letter basically, not alphabetical order, in the capital letter. So now sorry, yeah, so now you can see we are getting each string, each fruit name in the capital letter. But what happened in our real life example, we need the first letter to be in the capital form and another other letters in the lowercase only. So let's go for it. It will make it more understandable for you guys. Oh, sorry, E dot caret. Basically, what this caret do? Caret prints the first letter of each string. So now, if I'm going to print this, what will happen? We will get A, B, and O of each string first letter. So now you can see we're getting A, B, and O of each letter. So now what I will do, I will just use the to uppercase function and now the rest word. So the rest of the word I will use the dot slice function. Basically, slice takes from the starting to the end point. So what we want to start our string from the first slide. It works with the indexing from 0. So already we have used the index 0 to make it an uppercase. So now we want our rest of the words in the lowercase. So we will use 1 and comma. After that we will leave it as it is because we want whatever the letters are remaining, it convert them into the lowercase or as it is. Okay, so now if I'm going to save it and now I will print, you can see the main scenario apple, banana, and orange. So basically, the main requirement, real life example, we want our first letter to be in the capital form and rest in the lowercase. Yeah, I hope आप सबको समझ में आया होगा how it is working. Now let's move to the next question, guys. Let me clear this. Okay. So now move it to the another thing. Okay. Make it this. Now. Okay. So now we will move that. So in our this question, what do we want to get we want to specifically we want only the names of from this array of object. This array contains the number of objects in it. So some of the time our requirement comes like when we want only the names or the age, only the specific key name only instead of whole object. So here how we can go for it? We will write people dot map e dot e dot. Now here we need to specify the key name what we want in our response. So e dot name. So now if I'm going to print this, what we will get? We get the names of those. Okay. So here you can see we are getting the four names like Alice, John, Bob. So all the names were there. Similarly, we can go for age as well. So now we are going to print the age we will get. But now what happened? You can see we are getting the same name twice, Bob and age, but the age were different. But now what we will do? We will make this age also same. So what happens? Sometimes some redundant data also come in our real life example. So how we can tackle such type of data? So now what we will do? We will solve this issue in such a way. Suppose we are having a data people dot map. Okay, and e dot name. Okay, but now using the set function, basically set function helps us to get the uniqueness inside the array. So we will create a new set. In that set, we will which helps us to remove the duplicacy from our array of item. So now we are going to save this. What we will get a new array, but it is in an object form. You can see it's in an object form. But our requirement is to get the data in the array format. So now what we will do? We will put this array and using the spread operator like this. Now if we are going to print our response, you can see we are getting our requirement as we want. John, Alice and Bob. So the duplicacy present in our array of object now has been removed and it is our response. So now let's move to the next question. I hope आप सबको समझ में आया होगा how this array of object works, map, and I've added a set function also which helps us to remove the duplicacy in our array of object. Okay, so now our new requirement is to square root of each number and round to the two decimal points. Okay, so such type of question comes in our interview mostly. Interview questions के अंदर हमें बहुत ज़्यादा पूछा जाता है कि square root निकाल के उसको 2 decimal point 3 decimal. So how we can tackle such type of questions with the help of map. Okay, so now what we will do like numbers dot map. Okay, so हम क्या करेंगे एक एक करके चलेंगे based on our requirement. So first our requirement is to square root of each number. So to do the square root of each number, we will use our math function math dot sqrt, which is help us to get the square root of each number. So now if we are going to print this, so let's see what we get in the response. So you can see we are getting the each number who's the square root of the square. Suppose we are have the 4 is the square root of 2, 9 of 3 and etc. Okay. So now the next requirement is to rounding to the 2 decimal point. So to obtain this, what we need to do, we need to add a 2 fixed. 2 fixed helps to get the round off up to 2 numbers. Okay. 2 decimal points. So now we are going to print this. What we will get? We will get the response. And in the response, you can see we are getting after that 2, we are getting the round of 2 decimal point dot 00 for after every number like 2.003 3.00. But you can see here what we are getting the each number in string format. But the requirement is to get the number in integer format. So what we can do? We can use the pass float or you can do the parse float helps to get the number to make it round. Now you can see it is the response we are getting after. Now it is converting from string to the number to the int format basically. Okay, so yes, it is how map works. I hope आप सभी को समझ में आया होगा कि किस तरीके से हम एरे ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट एरे ऑफ आइटम्स में हम मैप यूज करते हैं, हाउ एवरीथिंग वर्क्स, अपर केस वर्क्स, and how the data manipulate math sqrt and other things works. So guys, here's another practice question for you. So the question is, there is an array of item which contains the temperature from 0, 10, 20, 30, and 40. So yeah, the question for you guys, you need to generate a new array where the conversion you want to apply is convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, then round to the two decimal points. Same we did in the above question. Follow those and do some R&D, and after that provide your answer in the comment section. Yeah. Thank you.